Hello, this is Ray Albert with Online Wealth, and I'm very excited about this video that I'm going to make about landing page HTML tutorial that I'm going to do for you. And because we're going to be using old HTML landing pages that you can buy anywhere on a PLR site for just a few bucks. But as a special bonus for you, I'm going to give you a link down there below where you can get 20 free landing pages, HTML landing pages that you can make your own and do whatever you need to do with them. And after I show you what I do, so let's get going. So this is a file I'm going to be sending you that has the 20 different HTML squeeze pages in them. And if I click on this folder, because I opened the folder up over here, I even got some free bonuses in here for you. There's some PLR stuff in here that you could probably change and make it your own, but just something that's added to this file that I didn't put in there. But God bless you, right? But anyway, here's the different kinds. You got the bold opt-in, you got the box edit. And if I click on this and I go to the HTML and I look at what this looks like, and this is what this looks like online, and you can make it your own. So you put your own video in there, you put your name in there, and so forth. So that's one. Another type would be this kind of a box thing right here. So if I go here, see that's what that looks like. So it's more clear, but it's all red. And then you have the cred builder. I don't know if it's credit builder or what that means, but this is what that looks like. So, it gives you a little bit on the side that you can put some text in there. You can, put your ads here, whatever you want. But this is I like this one too. So anyway, these are the kind that you're going to get. And the reason why there's 20 of them is because if you notice here, there's 4 different kinds and there's 5 different colors or whatever. So that makes 20 templates. So these are the 20 templates you're going to get. And before we get started, there's one thing that you're going to need, and that's going to be a free HTML editor. So let me show you how to get that. So if you go to Google and you type in free HTML editor, you're going to get these things right here. And this one here will show you all the different ones. But to make everything easy, just go to this website here, Composer. So Composer is a website HTML editor. You download it through SourceForge. If you click on it right here, it's going to show you what it looks like on the inside. So if you click on download, it's just going to ask you where you want to download it. So that's how you get Composer. And after you download Composer, as you can see, it's a zip file right here. All you do is right mouse click on your PC. I don't know what it is on Mac. And just click extract. And when you extract it, you're going to get a file like this. And then if you open the file, what you're going to do is just click on this icon right here. It'll open it up for you. Or you can put it on your desktop as a shortcut like I got it right here. It's easy to do. It's not a problem. But when you get that done, then all you're going to do is you got a file like this, and then you can open any file. This is Composer right here. So if I click out of this right here and I just open Composer, you're going to see it just looks like a regular web page. It's easy to use. And so all you got to do to manipulate these things is open a file. So if you go to open file and you go to where you download these files at, and I'll do a different one here. I'll do let's see, the orange, and I open a file. So this is going to be what it looks like. And now you can change this here. So instead of Billy Mays Presents, you can put in here, I'll just do it real quick, Ray Albert Presents. And if you want to, you can make this darker. See, it's just like a regular CMS that you can use. So you can make it bold like this. You could underline. You can change the font. So if you click down here, you can make it Arial if you want to. You can make the font bigger by clicking this right here. You can change the font in here to whatever you want. You can change this to whatever you want. You know, all you gotta do is highlight it and do it. Same thing with here. Now the main things that you want to do is to get like a video in here. So if you go to source, okay, so if you hit the source button right here, I've done a few things to these HTML forms because they were written in the old way, you know, like back in 2010, you know, 2009 or whatever. But the old HTML with the Flash players don't work anymore. So I had to adapt it a little bit so you don't have to do that, okay? I made these so that you can, it's easy for you to do. So like in this video here, the source, all you got to do is put in a YouTube embedded code right here, and all you have to do to get that is go to YouTube, and after you made your video, you just click on the share button here, and then you can hit this embed code, and then you just scroll down. Let me move myself a little bit over here, and then you just scroll down and make sure that all of this stuff is unchecked so it doesn't show up, and you just copy the code right there, and then you go back to your source right here, and where it says you know, iframe, you start right there, and then you come over here. So where it says basically center, you know, your YouTube video code there, and where it says end is where you put in the code. So if I put in the code, it's going to, you know, make it longer, of course. But anyway, the code's in there. So if I go back to normal screen view and I refresh it, so you're going to see that video's right in there. So that's how you do that. It's pretty simple, right? And then if I go back here again, and you go back to source again, so now you got the video in there, right? And now you want to get your opt-in page. So down here in the opt-in form, it used to be a Aweber form, an old Aweber form that doesn't even work anymore. So right down here where it says script, this is where you're going to put your web form. So I use GetResponse. I don't know if Aweber will do the same, but in mine, if I go to my GetResponse right here, and here's a code that I had from one of my forms right here, and you just copy the form like that, and you go back here, and where it says you see GetResponse here, so it's this whole script. So you just highlight that, and you put the whole script there, right? And when you press V, the whole script is there. And so when you go back to normal, if I put myself over here, when you go back to normal, you're not going to see the thing. Scripts don't show up on this editor. You have to see it on the website in order for this to show. So if I save this and then I go to browse, you're going to see that the script shows up right here. So here's your GetResponse opt-in code. Okay. Now for this right here, this little Twitter thing. So, you know, people see your opt-in page and, okay, they want to share this because they think it's cool. So if you go back again to the source and you come down here, you know, where you put the video in up here, and if you come down here, you're going to see, you know, images Twitter. But right in here in this blue part is where you're going to put your Twitter email or your Twitter address. So if I put my Twitter address right here, you can see that this is my Twitter address, / you know, twitter.com/ralbert856. So then if I go back to the normal view again, yeah, go back to the normal view, and then I save it, and then I browse again. Now you're going to see on this Twitter button it right here. So it'll share this. So if I press this right here, it's going to go to Twitter and share it. See? Then if you want to put more information, like this is the footer down here, so you could put like copyrighted onlinewealth.com, all rights reserved. Right, you can put stuff like that there. You can also put your privacy URL right there and your DMCA URL right there. This is stuff that you need to have if you're going to be online trying to sell stuff. Trust me, you don't want to get in trouble with the law. So you want to put at least your privacy page, your terms of service page, and that DMCA page on here. So you put links right here. And how you would do that, I would just put, like, say, DMCA. Right, and then all you do is just highlight it, and then you could come up here and you could put a link, and then you could put link wherever your legal pages are. That's what this would go. And so link is supposed to be open. I always put in a new window, and if I click that, it's okay. So now this right here is a link to your DMCA page. So you would do the same thing again. I would definitely put a pipe in there, and then I would put in, you know, privacy, and then I put another pipe in there, and then I would, you know, terms of service, like that, so that you have your legal pages there. And that's basically all you need to do. So then you just save that again, and you click on the browse, and so now it looks like that. Okay, so you have your copy right there, you have your pages right there. Do not spam, rent or loan. You know, this is just a thing that's you know, for security, and that's all you do. You can change this right here. You can change any of this right here. All you have to do is just go back into this thing, and you can change, you know, you can change all of this stuff here, whatever you want. You could change this here, watch this video, or you could say something else, whatever you want to say. You know, whatever you want to do. So these are the free templates that I want to give you that I tweaked a little bit. And so now I'm going to show you how you can get these into your website so that they show up when you put in a URL. Okay, now starting from here, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go to wherever your cPanel is. So I'm going to go here to my cPanel, and I'm going to log into my cPanel, and then I'm going to go to the file manager, and I'm going to go to public HTML, and I'm going to open up Online Wealth, and then I'm going to add a folder, and I'm going to call it Test Squeeze. Okay, so that's what I'm going to name it. So I'm going to create the folder, and if I look down here, I'm going to see Test Squeeze. So I double click on Test Squeeze, and I go to Upload. So now you want to go where you have these files uploaded. So I'm going to go to where I have my files uploaded, and I believe it was the classic HTML. So you want to upload. So this is the one that I did, the blue. Then you can go back. You can see that the HTML file is there. So now you need to make a couple more folders. So you'll make another folder, and you're going to call it CSS, Images, and JS. So we're going to call this one CSS. And then we're going to make another one called Images. And then we're going to make the other one and call it JS. Okay, so now you open the images or the CSS. You go to Upload. Then you go to where your stuff is right here, and you open up your CSS. And then you just click on that and just bring it down. Whoop. You right mouse click on this and you bring it down. Okay, so that's there. See, it's right there. So now we're going to go up one level, and now we're going to open the images. And notice that's empty, so you go to upload, and you go to where your stuff is at again. And you go back here, you go to images, and now you want all these images, right? So all I do is I just click on one and I go down to the bottom one, and then I just click shift and press the left mouse button and it highlights them all. So then I right mouse click and I drag them over here. And so now all these images are in your folder, as you can see right there. So you go up one level again, you go to your JS file, you go to upload that, you go back to where your stuff is again, go back here, go to JS file, and you just highlight one, then click the shift and then highlight the bottom. It takes them all, right mouse click, drag it over, and they're all going in there, right? So now you can go back and you see that they're all there. And so you go up one level, so everything's in there, right? So now what you want to do is you want to click on this and then click on rename, and it's going to give you the URL. Okay, so this is the URL that you want to put in your browser, or this is the URL also that you want to share, right? So you copy that, and if you open up another window right here, so this is one window that we were testing on. So if I put the URL in this window and I say go, there you go. So that's it. That's how you do it. So that's how you tweak it for yourself, how you can make it the way you want to make it. And this is how you upload it to your hosting account. And then you just keep that URL, and then you can put it, and when you're sending traffic to it, send traffic right to that URL, and you know, people will sign in and da-da-da. You know, easy as cake, right? It's not hard at all. And so I hope you love the content that I put in here on this YouTube channel. If you do, go down there and support me by subscribing to the channel, taking that icon bell, so you can get more cool videos like this. I'll see you in another video.